St Helens, Wirral.
Sound lad.
We put it all
She's
together.
just explaining about food waste and recycling. I made the point to her that half the council sends all the food waste to the landfill anyway. But she's assured me that the Liverpool City Region councils don't do that. But acknowledge that other councils have done.
We can't tell you what other councils, unfortunately, because we only
Well, we know
don't
because
what
we've seen
doing.
it. We're educators on all this.
Liverpool City Region currently it all goes to a rail transfer site, and it all gets sent to a. Where's the rail transfer site located?
There's a previous store, yeah, Kirby.
Can you see why it put people off recycling in the first place, though?
And then it goes up to be incinerated to just biofuel. If we can see why there's a lot of issues with people as well have distrust about recycling.
I live on the corner. I live on the corner. Now, if I don't put my recycle on the road, you drive past me all the time.
Man.
So do you know what?
What's the point?
I've started doing now? Just lashing it in the bin back. Because they don't empty it.
The councils talk a good game, but they don't like to back it up with action, do they? It's just all people on the gravy train, really.
I've done it.
I've done it. You can email, make sure they flag you as a general location. I've done it, and basically turned around and said, well, carry on, do what we do. Put it in the bin back. And that was the one-stop shop. Yeah,
we're not ripping you. I'm sure you're here with good intentions, but
best bet normally would be to try and contact them and just confirm with them if the geographical location, if they've got you between. Because sometimes when they set the routes, because you're a corner, they might not have you counted on either street. So you might have to clarify which bin day and which street you are with it being a corner location.
But what I want to know, 15 years ago, you gave us all big bins.
Yes.
Right? And then 10 years ago, you give us 30 bags. Right? Or you put your books in the 30 bags. So, what do you want to do there? 30 bags.
Can you name me, in the last 40 years, any inward investment into Bootle that's helped the people of Bootle rather than the people of the Wirral and Crosby, Formby, Southport? Just one inward investment that's created mass employment.
Mass employment?
Yeah, for the people of Bootle, because there's a high unemployment rate here, you know.
Huge unemployment rate. Look, we have something like, I'll explain, we have something like 8,000 businesses in Sefton. So,
in Sefton,
Sefton. So Sefton goes from all the way
I know,
top end, all the way down, and now we can catch it.
But this is specifically
80-odd%, something like 86 or 87% of those businesses have less than 10 employees.
Yeah.
They're all small.
Yeah.
So we don't have that big business.
Why not though? Why not though? You'd think big businesses want to come to a big populated area, wouldn't you?
You'd think so. Yeah. Honestly, what some of our biggest employers who I've worked with, I've got like 200 employees.
Yeah.
And that's a big business in Bootle. Yeah. That's a big business down here. I don't have the answer. I really don't. I wish I did.
I just see all this. There's plenty of NGOs. There's plenty of them. They're all getting government funded to supply the likes of you with work. But it doesn't trickle down, does it?
What do you mean?
It doesn't trickle down. Well, all I see is all these so-called do-gooders, we're here to help, we're here to help. The only people they're providing a job for is themselves. It's like Sefton at work and all the rest of them, you know what I mean? They don't actually help the people of Bootle. All we see is an influx of people from all the rich areas in Sefton come and work in Bootle.
I've helped in excess of 300 people start a business.
Oh, fair play to you, fair play to you. I wouldn't knock that.
It's common amongst all of the advisors. Our market's not the big business market because we don't have it. So
hang on.
We'll work with you. If you have a business idea, we'll work through it with you. We'll work with
I'm not knocking the people on the ground and the spirit and all the rest of it. I'm knocking where it comes down from the top.
I know, but unfortunately we just have to work with what we've got. And we're out there all the time, and we'll have as many meetings as you need to go through it and help you get your business plan together. Is your idea viable? Does it work? Will it work? I hate to say it, I've had some madcap ideas over the years.
I bet you have,
But you still treat everyone the same. Because that's what it's about. So, I know what you're saying.
Well, fella, cheers. Thank you.
Which is why there's not
What's you telling him about Mr. Doubt? Hey, you can't even sing, can you?
Pathetic. I've been on bail for the last 7 months because I dared to go to his office and ask him when his next public surgery will be. And he phoned the police on me, telling them I was harassing him.
He doesn't do public surgeries.
Won't see the public. He'll see you one-on-one, so he can gaslight it all day. But he won't go to the town hall and like let 200 people. And that's the same with all the MPs. So, you know.
Democracy for you.
Yeah. Cowardice for you, that's what it is. If you're not willing to go and speak to the people who you purport to represent, well, it's a non-starter. And,
Can we have it like?
isn't it?
Yeah, we'll leave it for the kids.
Proper recycling. Right, fella. Now here's one stall I do agree with, savouring Rose Valley. Or the piggeries, as we call it.
Piggeries. They are meant for it. Right. Did you know that?
Before my time.
Are they still thinking of putting that bloody big road
Still
through
on
there?
cards, but it got put back to 2025, so they took it out of the first load of spending and it's gone into like a second group.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, one of the local MPs, Bill Esterton, is Labour, so he's been put in the shadow.
He's on scareways and
McGull out that way, but it sort of covers there because it's got bits getting out the bottom end of
West
McGull covers
Lancashire.
it. So he's shadow roads minister, so he's up on and he stood and said he doesn't want it to go ahead.
I was walking through there a couple of years back and they had the diggers digging the drains out.
Yeah.
And I went, what are you doing? I said, you're leaving these here to my house? And he went, yeah, why? I went, sad. I went, have a guess what's going to happen to them?
Yeah.
And he went, what?
Composting does work.
It does.
It does, yeah.
Quite right.
How come the government won't let us do it though anymore? They're actually stopping people from growing food on their own patches of little lands and that, aren't they? Why would that be, do you think?
In the UK though, isn't that
Yeah,
what the
no, that's in the UK, yeah.
Oh, okay.
People are being stopped from growing food on their own little front and back gardens.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Why would you think the government would do that? Put a stop to people growing their own,
I wouldn't stop.
you know, it's organic food, isn't it? Healthy. It's like as if they're trying to direct you towards their unhealthy processed foods, isn't it? Definitely. What's this for, mate?
Right.
Well-being.
Yeah, so we're part of Living Well Sefton, which is funded by Sefton CBS.
What's that, CBS?
So it's Sefton Council Voluntary Sector.
So it's funded by Sefton Council, is it?
Yeah.
And just let me ask you one question. Do you think this is a priority over the state of the roads that we're living in Bootle? All the people in Bootle want right now is proper services. We don't want all this wokery. We want our streets cleaned. If I took you for a walk now, you don't live in Bootle, do you?
Yeah, well,
do you?
Litherland's where I walk to.
Litherland, yeah, up where all the trees are. Have you took a tour around Bootle and actually seen the waste?
I work in the Strand, so I walk to and from.
But actually walk from the Strand to the Dock Road and go on Peel Road, Knowsley Road, do you know, in the terraced houses.
I'm fully aware.
This is the shite we have to live in, yeah. Rats everywhere. Yeah. And we've got our council robbing us for council tax every month and ploughing it into all this. I don't disagree with it. I'm on about priorities, yeah. When the people are living in crap, this is not a priority to me. But I'm not knocking it. Of course, people should live well and, you know, all the rest of it. But to me, it's a waste of money and not a priority.
Yeah. All I can think about
What's
is
this? Social prescribing at your GP practice? Yeah, my GP abandoned me 4 years. I'm too scared to even go and see her these days. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, no, because
they were trying to jab me with experimental jabs 4 years ago that none of them had a clue about.
Yeah.
And you've got half the people in this country now who are literally too scared to go and see the GP in the hospitals. Do you know the rate of excess deaths right now in this country?
No, I don't.
I'm sure you don't. 20%.
Yeah.
An extra 120,000 people a year are dying.
Yeah.
And miraculously, it all started coming after that experimental jab was given out.
I mean,
crazy. But as people like you would probably say, correlation is not causation, is it?
Well, no, people are all entitled to their own views and opinions, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to...
But it's not a view and an opinion for me to know that people are too
And
scared to go and see the GPs in the hospitals.
Yeah.
Cheers for the talk. Right, fella, what's this one, mate? Overcoming poverty is not an act of charity, it's an act of justice.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a twist about what we're about.
Like slavery. Go ahead, it's alright, I'll film it on this. Don't worry, I won't get yous on it. I know yous are well
Really
intentioned.
say about what we do, so there's all different divisions actually, it's not exactly just one thing, so there's food banks, cheap housing people getting fresh out of prison.
2,000 people.
All good stuff. Recharge by your local canal, eh? Who's running this stall, mate? Yeah. I was just wondering if you had any advice on where I could meander through Bootle. You know what I mean?
Alright, well, nice to meet you both. I'll give you an email.
What's this stall, ladies?
This is Asda.
Asda.
This is Asda.
So big corporations are moving in on the local community, eh?
We're already here. We're already
I know you are. Of course I do, I live here. Oh, you do live in Bootle? Yeah.
There you go. 4.3 million given away into the community last year through over 7,000. We're already in the community.
Yeah. Well, do you know when they put the food prices up at 100%, you think that's a fair sum to give back to the community, do you?
I think.
Well, you haven't noticed the difference in your food bill? Of course, we all have, haven't
Do
we?
you want to know something?
Go on.
I'm not even going to blame half the supermarkets and half the retail industry.
No.
I'm still going to go after the energy companies
Yeah.
who are the ones impacting everybody.
Yeah, but that's fair enough. But you know the energy companies are dictated to by the government, don't you? They have to sell at the market price. Yes, they do. It's in law. It's in law. So see the 96% of gas and oil you get from the North Sea? Yeah. We pull that out the ground for literally pennies. Oh, where do you think it's going? It's going into their pockets, isn't it? Of course. But who do you think they are? Aztec corporations.
They're choosing to make those prices that high. They're choosing.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you. Of course they choose to. But, you know, Asda set no good example to anybody. Thieves.
How much notice did we get, Alan?
Oh, natural honey, eh?
Right, I'm going to leave you with it. It's so nice to see you.
Be quick.
We need to catch up sometime.
Yeah.
Be in touch.
I'm not, to be honest with you, but, you know, it's a very good stall. It's all natural in there. Yeah. Can't ever go off, can it?
No,
Never go stale.
They found honey in like Egyptian tombs that you can still eat, so you know.
It's mad that, isn't it? Cheers, thank you.
And when I went in,
Yeah. So as you can hear, they've brought all the kids from school, brainwashing them into all this.